Come on, check this out.
So one of our jobs we've got in this week is a 2014 Vauxhall Corsa. Now this rear quarter was damaged on quite a low lying wall, and rather than fitting a new quarter panel, what we're going to do is we're going to repair this. This is an insurance job, so the customer isn't paying, they just pay their excess. And what we need to do is use the Miracle Pull system to pull all of this metal back out where it needs to be, and then we can put a little bit of body filler in, prime it and get it painted. So this is the car in question. And what I'm going to do is use the Miracle Pull system, and we're going to pull this door edge back out. We're going to pull the swage line back out on the wheel arch here, and the swage line that's supposed to be on the bottom of this door. And once we've got all those swage lines back where they're supposed to be, we can then work the metal within the middle and level up all these different areas. We also need to straighten this door edge and just do a small repair on here as well. So the first job is to get this bare metaled. I've already panel wiped the panel ready for the morning, so we'll get at it in the morning. So first off, we're going to get out the blowtorch and swarm these areas up, and then using a dead blow hammer and a comma dolly, we're going to gently work this edge back out without trying to stretch it too much and reinstate this first line. Now the reason I'm using a dead blow hammer is so that it doesn't damage the paint on the inside of this wheel arch. So technically we don't have to paint the inside. And now we've got the wheel arch back where we need it, we can start working on these swage lines now. So I'm just cleaning up here. So I've got nice clean metal to weld the keys onto. We can use a pulling tower to then pull this dent out. So it's back on with the rear wheel because we need it on the floor for the pulling tower. And then we're going to fit the surge protector so we don't damage anything electrical. Right, so now we've got that cleaned up, what we need to do is start pin pulling. So I'm just going to put the earth on, I'm going to put it down here so it's out of the way. Touch on there, and that's the earth attached. And what we can do then, right position. Clamp it onto the car. And we now have a fixed earth. I'm going to do this bottom swage line first. So pull that, hoping it's going to bring a lot of this out with it. We'll put the keys onto this bottom swage line first because I want to pull this out, hoping it's going to bring the majority of this dent out in the very first pull. Now the tower is able to pull 550 kilos, and that will actually make the vehicle slide across the workshop floor before the suction cup on the tower breaks traction with the floor, so it's got a lot of power in it. So as I put pressure on the tower, you can actually see that dent slowly starting to pull out. And once I get this lower swage line to a place where I'm happy with it, we can then move on to that swage line on the wheel arch. So let's do a time lapse and I can show you exactly what I have to do to repair this quarter. So I've just got the pin pulling finished. It's 90% there. There's a few little lows here and there, but the majority of the dent, the big part of the dent, is now out. So what I'm going to do next, put my first skim of filler in. I've not got the heat lamps on it to make it go off a bit quicker. First skim over, and then on with the smoother stuff then. So I'll get that bang in now. Yes, I know I'm using a number plate, it's just a large filler spreader. Grow up. That's the first skimming, it's got the heat lamps on it now. Just trying it a bit quicker. It's literally just a rough, throw some filler in. And this is just going to fill all those lows that we didn't take out with the pin puller. It was getting to a point where we're just starting to stretch, so if you go too far with it, it'll be like a jam jar lid where it just pushes in and out, but at the minute it's nice and strong, so I'll get this knocked off soon and then in with some proper filler. But it's come out pretty nice so far. Got the gap closed up against the door, got the wheel arch nice and straight again. I managed to pull these swage lines back in as well. So we'll get this rubbed down next.